Hi everyone, Dorota International nail artist and educator here. And today I get you step by step how to achieve those fantastic ombre butterflies and feathers. Have a preview of them in here. I love this technique and I hope I get you addicted to it too as well. So if you're new in here, hit the subscribe button as there's over 1000 tutorials on this channel to catch up. And to you guys who are supporting us for such a long time, thank you so much for every comment, like and share. Let's start. So just pretty feathers and butterflies, and I really love this type of designs. I think they look absolutely fantastic. We are gonna play first of all with our transfer foil gel glue. So a small scoop of it. And you could do it different way. You could start with the foil or you could start with an design, whichever is easier for you. This one is faster because I don't have to buff the tip. I'm just gonna bring in a small scoop of the black gel and mix the things well so we can see it what we're painting. And then let's start the fun. If you try those designs, guys, we've got those Facebook group, Nail Perfect and Dorota Palicka community, where you can share your work as well. I do see actually so many fantastic designs, guys, and I'm so proud of you, all of you sharing those kind of work. So let's start with the butterfly first. I want to give him a cute body and a head. When I'm painting the body, I'm picking up like a wee blob on my brush, give a wee wiggle, and then just drag it down. So this way I have created like kind of very quick shape for the body. Now we are gonna start with the wings. Do not paint antenna first because you don't know how big your wings are gonna go. And ideally, I want them like as big as possible. Nice and wavy. Coming in rounded here. Then the bottom wing. Quite nice and round. We can also squeeze in another wing on the top, which is just hiding there. Now that gives you an illusion of the flying butterfly. Now let's do antennas. So again, I've got like a wee blob in there and then go as thin as possible. You can make them actually quite wiggly on different directions. I think they look nicer when they kind of flying in different angles. Now let's play with a tiny bit of the pattern inside the butterfly. So basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of painting like an almost oval shapes wherever I can squeeze them in. Okay, so all these parts would be gold. Don't make them too small because then the things become more complicated, like to fill them in. And then we are gonna do it another one in here. Now, because I start painting with the gold first, like the foil gel first, if I've got some thicker places and thinner places, it really doesn't matter that much as long as you get your foil right, because we can easily fix it when we coloring it in. Why? If you do it opposite way, it's gonna be much harder. So like this is more beginner friendly that way. Okay, I want to keep the things really simple for you. So we have done the outline for the butterfly, and now I'm just gonna put it on the slow cooking for 30 seconds. I have did it the line quite a thick, so straight away cut 2 pieces of the transfer foil. And start bringing in the colors which we are gonna use. So this is gonna be the Roll With collection. I don't know why, but I love that collection like so much when it comes to those kind of ombre. And then the pink one, my tip is ready. So let's start transferring the foil now. And you want to get your thumb everywhere you've got the gel. Like try to don't move it as much, like really get this in there, hold it there to make sure you press it everywhere. And we have got a really perfect coverage because I was kind of playing with it, even if it was moving on the tip. Another great advice I can give you is remove it from those stands. The stands are really difficult actually to work with because with the pressure from the thumb, the tip wants to fly everywhere. So doing so on the client is much easier. But as you can see it, we have got fantastic coverage, and look how much the design has changed already. Okay, let's play now with this one. So we are gonna go for a feather, and guys, this is again gonna be like very simple shape, not over the top. So what I'm usually doing when I'm painting a feather, I would do just like a nice and wavy line, just like this. And then from that line, we are gonna do a triangle tip. Honestly, this is the easiest way to paint the feather. Okay, so we've got like a wee triangle. And then what you need to do it is just go wavy. Just like this. So the feather has some cuts in it. Like, you know, in some places it's gonna be thicker, in some places it's gonna be thinner. And then just bring that into the bottom. Now do it the same on the other side. Let's make this fat, big and fat. Brilliant. Now it's time to cook it. Again, so slow cooking, and I can start bringing in more colors. 237. A purple one, we definitely need some purple one. That one is quite dark. Let's use it. We will bring in white into it. 242. 200 Sugar Rush. I think the more colors you've got, the better, to be honest. And then let's do it. This one, Rolling Wave. So it's a different shade of blue. It's mixed really nice with that yellow. Perfect. I'm gonna grab the detailer brush and wait for my tip couple seconds more. Again, as I said, I did quite thick lines, so 30 seconds cure. But if I'm painting very thin lines, I did it for some different type of flowers, I would cure it only 15 seconds. And if I would paint it much thicker, then even 1 minute. So you need to know your lamp, you need to know your product, and you need to decide on a curing time to get a perfect results, okay? Because for everyone is gonna be so slightly different. And hold that thumb in, like, you know, let it almost like catch the foil, because if you do it too fast, you're not gonna get a nice results. Now let's start coloring it in. This is the biggest fun. So I'm gonna do yellow first, and I want you to look at my mixing palette. Like, I think this is crucial. So I'm gonna go with the yellow. Clean yellow on my butterfly as well. And again, ideally you want to do 2 tips, like, or 2 things at the same time. So I'll be doing all yellow first on a client. It saves you so much time. Then straight away dipping in my brush into pink without of cleaning the yellow which I had on my brush. So this way I've got some orange in. And I have painted over the gold here because it was a little bit thick. This orange can come up on the side as well. And in here. Straight away going here. Look like, I mean, we have used really simple shapes to create a pretty design. I would say, I mean, the ombre part is quite time consuming, but overall, I would say it is a really salon-friendly design. Then I've got orange and I have just cleaned it off a little bit and going into the pink. You don't have to be very precise with your ombre. We are going to apply some chrome over it, which is going to take away any imperfections of your chrome, of your ombre. Okay, have that pink in there. And you can play it different ways. I decided to go on the butterfly from both sides, the same color range. But you could just do it all the way down. Like from yellow, pink, purple, blue. That's mean I wouldn't be able to show you the perfect green turquoise I create. Oh. Okay, now straight away I'm gonna go into that one with the touch of this pink. So we are gonna go more purple now. I'm actually gonna bring it higher because I am desperate to show you the turquoise. And then we are gonna go into the darker purple. Very careful with the darker colors, like you don't want to place too much of them. And I'm kind of starting a little bit before I have finished the design. So my first brush pass is passing through the previous color. Okay, straight into the other purple. So this one is more blue, because I'm desperate to get you this turquoise color in. Even if it's just like a one touch of the brush. Blue. I might not be able to squeeze it in the butterfly, but I will do it in a feather. Okay, the butterfly is ready, so I'm just gonna cook it. Blue color going in there. clean my brush and mix now blue with this yellow, because I mean the color you get is like absolutely stunning. The more blue you've got, the more turquoise it is. The more yellow you've got, the more green it is gonna be. So you can see it, what an amazing color we have created. Even if it's just a touch of it, I really badly wanted to squeeze it that into the feather. Okay, let's cook feather in as well. And now the curing time has to be a minimum of 60 seconds because we are gonna wrap the chrome over it. So it's a very simple, simple way to achieve a pretty nails. I'm using a magic chrome. It is slightly different than the Aurora chrome. I think this one is stronger. So depending what kind of results you want, if you want them more delicate, and you would use Aurora chrome. If you want them like much stronger, you would use a magic chrome. But it definitely looks fantastic over those colors, like absolutely fantastic. I'm just removing the excess of the chrome. I don't like to have too much of it, because then it goes everywhere. But look at this, so pretty. Like almost like a piece of jewelry on the nails, and my clients love those kind of elegant sets. Then apply the top coat to protect everything. And as I say, like, I don't want to keep you bored with these designs, but let me know how many more would you like to see it of this technique. Because we could paint absolutely anything. So in this video you have got to see the feather and the butterfly, but there's so many other things we can do it. And look how much is changing. I mean, it's so much prettier with the chrome over it. I also find that the Roll With collection takes this chrome best. Like, you know, I have tried it with different colors as well, and might not take it as well. This one is curing pretty dry. It has very little inhibition layer. So whenever you're working like with the chrome straight away into the gel polish, I would say it like pick up the colors which got very little inhibition layer. I think this is pretty crucial. And almost over cure them because you want the chrome to stick into it, and chrome sticks to the dry top coat. Okay, our feather and the butterfly can go into the collection. So I'm just gonna place it here and show you, because you can do it so many different ones. I actually love this feather which we did it in a camera. It's nicely bended. That's how it looks like. Really pretty spring, like almost summery design. Quite fast to do it as well. And I hope you have guys really enjoyed it. I'm sending you huge glittery hacks and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!